Here tonight is the first semifinal of the evening. Will be between the Eastern Musketeers and the Perry Central Commodores. Second matchup tonight will be the Paley Rams and the Tell City Marksmen. Along with me tonight, I have Shane Miller and Holly Drury back on the radio with us. I know she's been a crowd favorite here since she got on with you guys last, Shane, but we got her back on the mic tonight. But unfortunately, don't have Mikey with me tonight. Hopefully, he'll be back with us tomorrow night. Just a shout out to Chase, man, his son, having a little bit of an issue going on that they're getting checked out. Hopefully, everything goes well with that. But we wish him speedy recovery here with that, and then hopefully he can be with us here tomorrow night. I know he's disappointed he couldn't be here tonight, both him and Mikey, but we wish him a speedy recovery on that, and we'll hopefully get some updates here from him as the night goes on. But Shane, I thought about this matchup a little bit today, and we're kind of coming into the semifinal the exact same way, as set up the same way as it was last year. Last year, we're the underdog. Perry Central's the favorite. This year, and we know what happened last year, we beat them on a last-second shot, send them home, we get to play in the championship game. This year, exact opposite of last year. We're the favorite. Perry Central comes as the underdog. So, there's a lot to be said about that, and, we're going to have to show up and play tonight because, they're going to be prepared. They've been here.
Got me. Yeah, especially after last year, and I know they've lost a little bit from that team last year, but as far as, they're close to a 500 team. I'm not 100% sure where the record are, but, like I said, just like last year, we come in and we upset them on last second shot, and, we can't take them lightly. So we've got to be up, and, with that in mind, and come and play hard. And, I'm assuming they, will probably try to slow us down like a lot of teams have. I'm not sure. But, if I'm them, that's probably what I'll try to do. Try to keep it low scoring.
It's kind of become the norm here towards the end of the season of what the look we've got as teams have tried to slow us down, and we've had to kind of try to speed people up.
Yeah.
That's just what we do. And not that we like to get into a track meet with anybody, but, we want to get up and down the floor and be efficient with the basketball. But, a little bit about this Perry Central team. I know they got a couple of nice players here. One of them being number 14, Cole Hess, and I'm not sure what grade he's in. But he's a senior, Shane. So, he was in this position last year with this team. So I look for him to be effective tonight, and be a leader and kind of take charge of this team. And the bottom line is you just want to be there at the end. You want to be there at the end to give yourself a chance, and hopefully we can take them away from that and come out and make a statement pretty early here.
Yeah, we need a good start. Obviously, you always want a good start, but, the thing is, come out, play hard, be aggressive. If your shot's not falling early, don't worry. It's a long game, and, they'll, same thing for them. If we can get out early and get some, easy buckets, and, hopefully our defense is up to where we're capable of playing. So I was watching, the number 14 a little bit. He's athletic. The boy can jump. He can jump, and, so we're going to have to keep him off the boards, and not sure who we're going to have guarding, but you know what, stay in front of him, and, so.
Well, one thing, we welcome Holly back here with us on the air with us, but I was going to get you guys input. You were both at last Friday night's basketball game down at South Central, which was the last time we played. But I know listening to it on the radio and listening to you guys and Holly, you being in attendance, talk a little bit about some things that we did well down there last Friday night.
Well, I've seen a lot of basketball since then. So let me think about it.
Thinking about it?
Yeah.
Want me to go ahead?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I thought we started a little bit slow, but, towards the third and fourth quarter, I thought we played pretty well. We kind of, stepped it up a little more defensively, and kind of, because that first half, we let them have a lot of open shots, and they knocked down some. And they have two really good young players that could make shots, and, and they just come off a good win with Gordon, too. First time, I think, like you said, it's only the fifth time they beat them.
Yeah.
And the fourth time. So I thought the especially third quarter, we come out and we played better. And what I think made the difference is we got the ball to Jacob. Started to come inside, and then we got some outside shots. But Jacob really played well that third quarter, especially that second half of that third quarter. So we got the ball to him. He got, I think, 2 maybe and 1. So I think that was the difference down there that night.
Yes, now I'm recalling that game. So that was the game Kate Anderson came in for us because Yancey was out with a foot injury. And Kate Anderson came in and gave us good minutes. And I think Carrie and Kate Jones both had 25 that game. So it was a good showing for both of them. And like Shane said, the second half looked a lot better. I think that we let them hang around with us in the first half a lot, and then sped it up in the second half and covered some of those outside shooters in that second half to give them a little more a hand in their face when they were shooting.
Well, talking a little bit about Yancey Edlin, Yancey's been injured, had a little bit of an injury there with his ankle, but talking to him Wednesday night down at Salem, he went through practice Wednesday and yesterday full go. So, hopefully I'm sure he's back. Coach told me last week he could have played, but he just wanted to save him Friday night and let him rest a little bit here as the Musketeers take the floor. We got about 9 minutes left here. So we'll take this opportunity, step away and hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be back, and I'll get Holly and Shane's keys to the game here when we get back here. You're listening to Sectional 46 and Eastern Musketeer basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Awareness Washington County Chili Cook-Off is back this year. Wow. So fun, and the chili was awesome last time. It's actually going to be Saturday, March 12th from 4 to 7 at Southern Hills Church. It's going to be in the fellowship hall there. Terrific. How much does it cost? It's only $5 for adults and $3 for children. So it's a great deal. What a deal. Can you still eat all the chili you want? Yes. And you get to vote for your favorite chili and the best decorated booth. Really? Do the chili chefs get prizes? Yes, they do. Cash prizes for Best Judge Red Chili, Best Judge White Chili, People's Choice, and the Best Decorated Booth. All right. How can people get into the competition? They can go to awarenesswashingtoncounty.org and download the registration form and all the info. You can also check out Awareness Washington County on Facebook and get the information there, too. Well, I'll be there for sure, and I'm bringing my friends. Great. I look forward to seeing you there. So what's this I hear about the Awareness Washington County Chili Cook-Off? It's coming up soon. It will be Saturday, March 12th at Southern Hills Church. Super. What time? Starts at 4 and will continue until 7. How many different chilies will there be? I heard they had room for 14 teams. My goal this year is to taste every single one of them. Oh, good luck with that. I tried last time. Even with small samples, I got really full. But there were some awesome chili recipes. There will be this year, too. There'll be both red and white chili and cash prizes for the chili chefs. Cool. I like the variety. What about dessert? I need something sweet after chili. Well, you're in luck. There's a dessert auction that showcases amazing homemade desserts. Perfect. Last time, we bought a pineapple upside-down cake and an applesauce cake that were outstanding. Great. There's also going to be activities for kids, too, as well as a silent auction and a bag raffle. Bag raffle? Yep. Come to the cook-off on March 12th, and you'll see what that's all about. I'll be there.
All right, welcome back to Tell City High School in Sectional 46 here. First semi-matchup here with our Eastern Musketeers and the Perry Central Commodores. Guys, 6.5 minutes to go before we get this thing tipped off here. But, Shane, give me some keys to the game here for both sides.
I just take advantage of our size, I think, especially inside one of them. Defensively, let's come out and play good defensively, block out. I mean, just the normal things take care of the ball game. I think it's going to, as we were kind of talking about here before we come back on, Perry Central's got a big crowd. So I think it's going to be key to keep them out of, because the more they stay in the ball game, louder the crowd's going to get. So, yeah, I just keep the crowd out of the ball game, get some good stops defensively, play some good defense and get the ball inside the cherry.
Holly?
I think that's the key right there. We got to utilize our big guy inside. We've got to get the ball to Jacob Cherry. It'd be nice for him to touch the ball every possession. We need to start out good here and not let them get ahead of us. Defensively, we need to put some pressure on the ball.
Well, and I think to your point, Holly, and I'm not saying necessarily that Jacob needs to touch the ball every time, but we need to look at it. He needs to be a focus of what we do. The offense obviously is going to go through him and Cade.
And Jacob's good about kicking it out too. If he doesn't have it, he'll kick it out.
And to your point, you talked about the crowd a little bit, Shane, down here. Perry Central has basically almost filled this opposite side over here away from us, and we're on our side here. I can't see a whole lot, but looking down at their student section and ours, it's pretty lopsided down there.
Yeah.
I mean, Perry Central brought a big student section, and we got about 30 kids down there, it looks like. But so let's hope we can take care of business here tonight. I believe we're getting ready to get our national anthem and our starting lineups here, so we'll take another step away. Hear another word from our sponsors. We'll be back to you to give you those starting lineups. But you're listening to Sectional 46 and Musketeer basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey guys, it's Jalen Hoare. March Madness has begun here at John Jones Auto Group. We're ready to jump in a spring with a fast break down the court. Here to assist you get an on-fire deal, one that you can take right to the basket. No fouls here. We have over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles that would be a huge score. Doing business at John Jones just feels right. Almost as good as watching your favorite team win that buzzer beater three-pointer. We put the ball in your court. Give us a call at 877-473-5546 and check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
Be sure and check out all the John Jones locations for sales and service in Salem, Scottsburg, Corydon, and Greenville. You see so many because they paid so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, this is Taylor from John Jones Auto Group. We have some amazing deals this month at all of our GM service centers. This month, there are mail-in rebates on most all basic maintenance items, including batteries, engine air filters, cabin air filters, and brakes. So hurry in, the special ends February 28th. Call us at 1-800-473-5546 or come see us at any of our 3 GM locations in Salem, Scottsburg, or Corydon.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Yup.
Welcome back to Tell City High School here. We just got our national anthem, guys, and we're getting ready to get the complete rosters of both teams here and then the starting lineups. So I'll bring you Perry Central starting lineup first. They'll go with number 14, Cole Hess, number 15, Lucas Mitchell, 24, Cameron Etienne, 30, Andy Bishop, and 40, Cohen Edwards. For the Musketeers, we'll go with number 23, Cade Jones, a senior, number 24, senior Caleb Jones, number 25, a sophomore, Caden Temple, number 30, a junior, Jacob Cherry in the middle, and another junior rounding out the starting 5 for the Musketeers, number 33, Yancey Edlin. Well, I always get excited about this time of the year, guys. I mean, this is what Indiana
basketball.
And what a cool gym. I mean, what a cool old gym here. You got total seating all the way around. I think it's a little bit bigger than what it looks like when you walk in here with seating on both ends and corners and stuff. But I bet that this place gets loud when it gets packed in here.
So, yeah. Definitely cool old gym.
Yeah.
Tell City's got a new coach this year. It's not the same coach as they had last year. Yeah, I think he's from, he coached at Forest Park one time, and I think he's originally from Tell City, or Perry Central, I'm sorry, and come back home to coach there.
Well, while we got a second here, while we're completing the starting lineups for both teams here, Jacob Terry being announced, just give a shout out to Taylor. You know, she just finished her career up at UIndy, went out to Bolivar, Missouri here this past Monday and for the conference tournament, and got beat by 3 by a pretty good Southwest Baptist team. But just want to say congratulations to her and, you know, the career she's had up there, playing for 5 years. You know, at the end of the day, guys, she's getting an education, and that's what she's there for. So, you know, the sky's the limit for her, you know, and what she does in the future. So hopefully she gets an opportunity somewhere close to be a teacher and coach, but we'll see as we go there. But one more thing I wanted to talk about, kind of on the not sports related, but theater related. We have our play coming up at Eastern High School, and it will start next Thursday. I believe it will run Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Not sure the times on those, but you can get online. Holly, you could probably give a little bit more information on that, about ticket information and stuff.
So the play is called Big Fish, and it will be, I believe it starts at 7 or 7:30 on Thursday night and Friday night, and then on Sunday there's 2 showings, a 1 o'clock showing and a 7 p.m. showing. So go out, the Eastern Theater, EHS Theater Facebook page. I've shared it on my Facebook page. There's a link to get tickets. You can purchase tickets for the Eastern High School theater department putting on their play this weekend. There's a thumbs up to Cade. We're up in the what's this called? The bird's nest?
We call it the crow's nest.
Oh, the crow's nest.
The crow's nest.
Yeah. Above everybody else up here, Cade Jones gave a big thumbs up. He's ready to start.
Well, I know Shane, Holly, you played in sectionals too, and you know this is what you play for.
Oh,
you know, other than a conference championship, this is what you're playing for at the end of the year. And I know it wouldn't surprise me a bit if there's some jitters coming out here getting started, and maybe a few turnovers, maybe an air ball too. You know, as we're getting ready to get this thing going, as Jacob Cherry and Cole Hess come to the center circle to get this thing going. The referee's in the middle. Whistle is blown. Ball is up. Tip is controlled by the Eastern Musketeers, and Cade Jones comes out there with it, and he'll give it off to Cade Temple. Musketeers with their first possession of the ball game. They'll slide it right to Caleb Jones. Jones now looking, dribbles it. Now goes to Yancey Edlin on the right wing. Yancey spins back around, goes baseline, gets cut off. Now goes to Cade Jones. Jones is going to let 3 go. Got it.
Good pass there. I mean, he kicked him back down. He drove to the baseline there and kicked it back out.
Good start by the Musketeers. Now here's Cameron Etienne. He'll slide it right. Out top now to Hess. Goes left side now to number 15, Lucas Mitchell. They go down low. Blocked away by Jacob Terry out of bounds and stay with the Commodores.
I mean, they got KT on Hess. And Hess he looks like a big, strong kid, but
he looks long.
He looks long, so it'll be interesting to see how KT does on him.
Hess gets it into number 40, Edwards. Now out top to number 24, Etienne. Here's a 3 by Bishop. No good. Rebounded out of there by Cade Jones. Jones will back it up, take his time. Now goes to the left side to Caden Temple. Temple spins, goes cross court to Caleb Jones. Jones now back out top to Cade Jones. Jones gives a thumbs up, sets the play up. He's going to get a ball strength with Cherry, drives it right, kicks it out to Yancey Edlin for 3. No good. Rebounded out there by Hess.
That's a good shot. Yeah. I mean, it's wide open 3.
Here's Etienne. He'll give it off to Mitchell now. Mitchell out top. Now goes left side to Etienne. Etienne being guarded by Yancey Edlin. Still holding on to it out top now to Hess. Hess holds on to it. Back to Etienne. Now Mitchell with it out top. Commodores being patient. Musketeers in a man-to-man offense. Hess now on the left wing. He looks inside. Nothing there. Now back out top to Edwards. Right side now to Etienne. Out top to Bishop for 3. Got it.
Little high screen there and got him open on top.
3-3 ball game. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Caleb Jones on the left side. He'll bring it back out top. Now here's Cade. Kay with a little runner off the glass, and he got it.
You know, they're really not helping off anybody, so, you know, maybe next couple times down we need to look at Cherry.
Well, Kay kind of had this start down the South Central, too. They couldn't stay in front of it.
Right.
You know.
No, you're right, yeah.
At the end, out top. 5-3. Musketeers on top. 5.5 to go in the first. At the end. Now Bishop. Bishop pulls up for a 10-footer, and no good. Rebounded out there by Yancey Edlin. He'll get it off to KT. KT up ahead now to Caleb Jones. Jones drives the basket. Jump stop. Shots off the glass, and he got it.
Anytime you get some points from Caleb, that's good.
Mikey calls those bonus points.
Yeah, he is.
7-3 now. Back door. Here's Mitchell. Ball stripped away. NTN with it out top now. Ooh, almost a double dribble there. Mitchell with it now.
They're really being patient here.
Yeah. They don't want to get in the track meet.
I don't think so. And they want to get the best possible shot they can get.
Mitchell with it. Now to Bishop. Mitchell, shot fake. Travel with it. No call. Now here's Hess down the middle lane. Shot fake. Ball stripped away. Comes up with it, and it's going to roll out of bounds. I believe it's going to stay with Perry Central. Holly, while we got a break, what do you see here early on?
Oh, I see a good basketball game coming.
Good call. Here's Mitchell. Into Bishop. Bishop on the left wing. Now goes back out top to Hess. Now to Mitchell, and he'll dribble it back out top. Right side to NTN. He'll get a screen from Hess. Out to Edwards. Left side now to Mitchell. Mitchell dumps it down. Back to Mitchell. Now here's a three-pointer. No good. And it hits the upright, and it'll be Eastern basketball.
You know, they're setting a lot of screens, being patient, trying to get the best shot. You can tell they don't want to rush anything.
And that was a good shot. I mean, They get good shots.
Setting a lot of screens, I've noticed that.
So still 7-3 with 4 minutes to go here in the first. Musketeers on top. Jones with it on the right wing. He looks inside. Nothing there now. He'll go to Jacob Cherry. Cherry to Caleb Jones. Jones is going to let three go. No good. Rebounded out there by Perry Central. Now here's Bishop on the left wing. Dumps it down. Off the glass and got it. That's two by Cohen Edwards. 7-5. Edlin with it out top. He'll drive to the middle.
Yeah.
We're going to have
they're calling a double foul.
Double foul call. Look probably on 40. Edwards and Jacob Cherry.
You know, I'd be kind of, if I was coach, I'd be kind of upset because they're pushing him. I mean, they're doing typically what you've been seeing teams do to Jacob.
We've watched it all year.
All year long.
And you know what's Jacob supposed to do? Sit there and take it? I mean, honestly, it's not right.
Eli Guthrie comes in for Jacob.
There's the dump down to Eli Guthrie off the glass. No good.
He got fouled there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've said it all year long. Eli has got to finish that basket around the basket like that. He's got to finish.
You're right, he does.
That's a great look. So stays with the Musketeers, still 7-5 with 3:20 to go here in the first. Caden Temple's going to trigger it in for the Musketeers underneath their own basket. Not sure what's Coach Fribble. I'm sure he's talking about him laying on Jacob down there.
I thought that foul was on.
It's the board set, 24.
Yeah, I didn't think they had it on the right person.
Be his first, team second. Temple now, still looking, goes in the backcourt, and Nancy Edlin comes up with it. Good pressure there by Perry Central.
Yeah, they've done a good job putting pressure on the ball. And
Jones with it. Here's Cade. Cade pulls up for a 17-footer. And rattles in and out.
That went everywhere but down.
Here's Hess, left side in.
That's a great ball. Yeah.
Yancey wanted to travel. Good defense. I'm trying to keep some stats here because I want Mike to be proud.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to outdo Mikey on the stats.
It is hard to outdo Mikey on the stats.
Still. Now Jones. Cade now with it. Brings it across the timeline. Turns back to his left. Now out to Yancey. Yancey shot fake. Now drives in the middle of the lane. Spin. Now here's Eli Guthrie for a three. Good!
And Eli can make that.
If he's set,
He's going to knock it down.
yes, he's going to knock it down. That's awesome.
10-5 now. 2:43 to go in the first. Indian with it. Slides it right now to Edwards. Oh, shots up. No good. Rebounded out of there by Edwards, and he puts it back in. I tell you what, when they shoot, every white jersey's going at.
We got to get on the board.
Yeah.
We got to get on the board better.
10-7. Here's Caleb. Yancey Edwin on the left side. Dribbles it back out top. Gives it off to Cade. Cade drives it left. Now the baseline to KT. KT will dribble it back to the center. Now Yancey. Now to Caleb Jones on the right side. Back out top to Yancey. Yancey's going to set it up. We got a timeout. Coach Pruitt will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Score, Musketeers on top of the Perry Central Commodores, 10-7.
I think Perry Central's doing a good job on the defensive end. They're keeping pressure on the ball, and they're switching screens, and they're making it difficult for us to get. I know we're winning, but we've had to work for it.
Yeah, we have. Holly?
Yes.
What's Coach Fribble telling Musketeers in the huddle down there? Is he changing something up? Is he doing something differently defensively now, or what?
No, he's talking about their offense. They got to be more patient, and they've got to come off the screens good, and they've got to work the ball in and back out.
Talking about coming off the screens, sometimes the screener's not the problem. It's the player coming off the screen.
Right, you got to use the screen.
No, they don't use it.
Yeah.
And they don't set up the guy. You got to set up your defender to come off the screen.
Yeah.
Musketeer basketball. 2 minutes left. Holly?
Well, depending on whether they're switching the screens or not, they're going to go Cade Jones for two.
They can't guard Cade.
No. Branson White's checked into the ball game now. He replaces Yancey Edlin. 12-7 now. Musketeers. Here's Bishop. Bishop with a little floater.
Yeah.
No good, but he gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two.
I think if Eli come up there and try to challenge him, if he would just kept his ground there, maybe took a charge, and he might have got away with it.
So that sends Andy Bishop to the line to shoot two for the Commodores. He eyes the first one, and it's no good. 12-7, still the score. Jacob Cherry comes back into the ballgame. He'll replace Eli Guthrie. That last foul was called on Eli.
Yeah.
Was that Shane?
Yep, that was his first. Did a good job while he's in there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Did what we needed him to do.
Bishop's second free throw is good. That makes the score 12-8 now with 1:30 left in the first quarter. Perry Central showing a little bit different defense here where they're looking to trap. Ball stolen away by Mitchell at Perry Central. He goes right side now to Bishop. Back out top to Mitchell. Perry Central's not substituted anybody yet.
No, they haven't.
If we could speed it up a little bit, if they're not going to sub, we could wear them down.
Here's Bishop, 15 shorter, no good. And Cade Jones comes out of there with the rebound. We're under a minute now. Cade Temple now.
We need to get somebody in the middle there.
Well, they're sending a lot of people out here. They got to spread out. Here's Caleb Jones. Back to KT. Cross court to Cade Jones for three. No good. Rebounded by Branson White. Down to 35. Now here's Caleb Jones. He'll let three go. No good. Rebounded out there by Mitchell of Perry Central. He gets it off the NPN. He's on the left wing. Down to 22. I'm sure Perry Central's going to take the last shot because they get the ball at the beginning of the next quarter. Try to get a little 2-for-1 action here, guys. NPN dribbling the ball. We're down to 10. Branson White gardening. Down to 6. NPN. Left side now to Bishop. Bishop with a runner. No good. Jacob Cherry with a rebound. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Musketeers on top of Perry Central. 12-8. We'll step away here. Word from our sponsor. Be back to you. You're listening to Sectional 46 in Eastern Musketeer basketball on Wslm out of Salem, Indiana.
Up. Papa John's is rolling out their New York-style pizza. The oversized pizza has 8 big foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. Order one today online, your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is $13 for a one-topping pie and is available for purchase until March 13th. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so we're excited to offer consumers this foldable crust favorite made with our fresh, never-frozen dough. Stop in and see our new store manager, Shelby Lehman, today about setting up a fundraiser for your nonprofit event. Also, they're still hiring drivers and inside help. Apply online at harry.com, the HARRI.com. Remember, hot, fresh pizza is just a phone call away, 812-883-3369.
Welcome back to Perry Central High School here. Start of the second quarter. Score 12-8. Musketeers on top of the Commodores. On the floor for the Musketeers to start the second quarter is Jacob Cherry, Caden Temple, Branson White, Kate Jones, and Yancey Edlin. Same 5 on the floor for the Commodores here. These boys, wouldn't be a bad thing if we got into a track meet with them here.
No, that's probably what Coach wants. Push the ball up the floor.
Perry Central basketball. Handoff now to Mitchell. Mitchell, nothing there. Dumps it down low. Ball stripped away by Jacob Terry, and it'll stay with the Commodores.
Looks like we knew what they were doing there. And Coach does a good job of scouting other teams.
Here's Edwards that triggered in for the Commodores. He dumps it into Hess. Hess lays it off the glass and got it. That's pretty easy right there.
Yeah. Can't get much easier than that. We need somebody up top here to help out our KT.
12-10 now.
Yep.
We're going to get a foul on Cameron Etienne. That'll be the team's third, I believe. That'll be his second.
Getting their first sub here.
As number 22, Corbin Hawhey will check in for the Commodores. Here's KT, right side now to Yancey. Yancey looking inside.
They got to call that on. They can't do that to Jacob underneath like that. They're shoving him.
Yeah.
He's been over backwards over that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was coach, I'd be in the ear of some of these referees.
And he is.
You know, you can't move him off his spot.
No, because as soon as he tries to fight back, are they going to,
What's he supposed to do? Yeah.
There's the drive by Lucas Mitchell. He misses a shot, but he'll go to the line to shoot two and try to tie this thing up for the Commodores. Lucas Mitchell's first free throw is up and no good.
So basically what they're doing when they're taking away his height. What is advantage to him? That's not right because you're giving an advantage now to the defense.
44, Ben Burkhouse checks in and replaces Cohen Edwards. As Mitchell steps back to the line, second free throw is up, and it's no good. Jacob Cherry with a rebound. Still 12-10 to score with 7 minutes to go in the first half. KT goes left side now to Jacob Cherry. Out top to Branson, now right side to Caden Temple again. Temple drives baseline. Slings it all the way to the left side. Here's a shot by Yancey Edlin. No good. Branson White with a rebound. Back to Edlin. Edlin shot fake. No good. He gets it again. It goes off the glass and got it.
Wow. Could have been a foul there that first time he shot it.
But Perry Central's coach not very happy with the block out there, but I think Coach Tribble could be the same way with no call on the foul on the first shot Yancey took.
Yeah, that was
30-second timeout by Perry Central. Here scores 14-10. It's 6:44 left in the first half. Well, I tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with Perry Central's crowd, what they brought tonight. They brought a nice crowd over here tonight.
Well, how close are they? What's their drive time?
15 minutes, maybe.
Oh, so yeah. What's our drive time? Hour and 30?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, with the bus, it's longer than that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it took us
I don't know. Wes flew by the bus on the interstate like he was standing still. Yeah, they honked.
Did they?
Well,
Or you honk?
well, we honked. The guy behind the bus honked, which is probably Cribble.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 6:40 left here in the first half. Perry Central basketball. Musketeers on top, 14-10. They dump it down to Hess, kicked out of bounds, and they'll stay with the Commodores. I think we need to crank up the defense just a little bit here, you know.
Yeah, try to force some turnovers, get us some easy baskets.
Here's Hess out top with it. He goes left side to 22, Hahi. Hess drives it in.
Good
Goes
block.
up with it. Rebound, offensive rebound, off the glass. No good. Branson White comes out there with it. Boy, that's a great, pretty fortunate right there.
Yeah, we got to do better on the defensive rebounding.
Right here, try to get it to Jacob. Inside.
Here's Kay Jones with it. He'll pull up for the 15-footer, and he'll knock it down.
Kate's carrying us offensively.
Yeah, he is. As Jacob's not been able to be much of a factor at all here.
Not yet.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Yancey.
We'll see going forward here, though. I mean, what kind of adjustments they make? Are they going to start double teaming? You know, somebody's going to be open if they start doing that.
Here's Bishop. Out top to Mitchell now. Mitchell. Hess at the high post here. Back to Mitchell. He dumps it down to number 44.
Oh.
He'll put it up with the left hand. No good. There's Branson White with another rebound. I tell you what, Branson
got 4 rebounds.
He does a nice job when he comes in. He knows what he's supposed to do. There's down low to Jacob Terry. He'll go off the glass and got it.
Good pass by Yancey. But you're right, Branson. I mean, he don't try to do too much. He just comes in there and plays defense and rebounds.
18-10. 5:12 to go here in the first half. Out top to Hess. Left side to Mitchell. Mitchell now. Out top to Burkhoff. Step through. Off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. Up and in.
Oh, we got to block somebody out.
He's just a pretty good athlete.
Yeah, he's done a good job. I think that's the second time he's...
That foul's on Branson White.
Oh. No, that should have been... Yeah, Branson. Okay.
Yeah.
Be Branson's first, team fourth. So Bishop will step to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Hess. Hess back up with it.
Oh! How can you call that a foul?
I believe that's going to be on Cade. No, they're going to call it on Jacob Cherry.
I mean, that should have been a jump ball, if anything.
That'll be Cherry's second. Team's fifth.
We block somebody out, we're not in that
Yep,
position.
you're exactly right, Holly. So Hess at the line. His first free throw is up and good. Eli Guthrie checks in and replaces Jacob Cherry. Hess with one more to try to cut this down to a 4-point lead for the Musketeers. Free throw is up, and it's good. 18-14 now. We're just under 5 minutes here left in the first half. Temple, cross court to Edlin. Now Branson, down low, ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Musketeers.
That's a tough pass right there.
The bounce pass might have been better. The kid was up in the air.
KT triggered in for the Musketeers. Over the top now to Cade. Out of Yancey. Yancey will drive it baseline. Shot fake. Now out to Branson White for a three. No good. Rebounded by...
Oh, he's strong with it.
Out of there by Hess. Up ahead now to Mitchell. Caleb Jones set to check back in for the Musketeers. His next dead ball. Right side now to Hahi. Hahi now looking. Getting double teamed. Dumps it down to Bishop. Off the left. No good. Rebounded out there by Cade Jones. Jones on the move. Now Branson. Now to Yancey. Yancey out top. Slides it right. Now back it back out and give it off to Cade Jones. Down to 4 minutes in the first half. Still 18-14. Jones behind the back with a little runner. He got it.
Good decision right there. Getting the ball to Cade. We needed a bucket.
20-14. Musketeers. Bishop on the left wing will drive it baseline. Shot fake. Out top now to Hess. Hess spins. Here's Hahi with a runner. Throws it up. No good. That's got to be a foul.
Yeah.
And that will be a foul on Cohen Edwards.
But we need to, be a little bit tougher with the ball.
Yes.
We're getting it knocked out of our hands a little bit too easily. But
I'm telling you, when they shoot the basketball, they're sending 5 guys, whether it be slapping and crawling, they're going to get it because most people have a tendency to bring the ball down to their waist.
still keeping it up.
Yeah. Down to 2.5. Caden Temple. Now Yancey. Back to KT. KT now cross court now to Caleb. Back to Yancey. Could get a layup here. We keep moving the basketball. KT now.
Oh, that was a foul.
Ball stolen away. Here's Hahi off the glass. Offensive rebound, back up and in by Burkout. So 20-16. Cross court to Cade Jones. Jones now. Baseline to Eli. Eli's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebounded out of there by Bishop of the Commodores. Commodores try to break into it. He steps through off the glass. No good. Edlin comes up with it. Up ahead to Cade Jones. Shot fake. Up again. And he'll be fouled by Hess and go to the line to shoot 2.
Pace was picking up a little bit there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We kind of got lucky. They've missed some easy buckets here.
Yes.
They've missed some easy.
But unfortunately, they're getting second chances.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a stat I wish Mikey had there. Second chance points and offensive rebounds. Jones steps to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and it's no good.
Wow, that's unusual.
They'll have one more. We're down to 2:34 here in the first half.
I think these are the first free throws we've shot.
Cade's second free throw is up, and it's no good. 2.5 left. Mitchell's going to get called for a travel, and he did.
And I think they've shot 5 or 6 free throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Musketeers basketball here. We're under 2.5. Yancey Edlin, left side down low to Cade Jones off the glass. Offensive foul. He was blowing his whistle before Cade even left the speed.
Yep.
That'll be Cade's second foul. Team 6. So Perry Central with another chance to eat into this lead here. Possibly cut it to a 1-point game. Down to 2:10 in the first half. Mitchell with it. And he gets it off to Hahi. Hahi loses the handle, gathers it back up. Steps through, goes up with it. No good. Rebound by Cade Temple.
Yeah.
That's not foul.
We're going to have a jump ball. There were 3 white jerseys around him.
Yep.
Here's Jones with it. To Eli. Eli on the baseline. Ball stolen away by Bishop. Bishop step through, off glass, no good. Hess with the rebound. Back up with it. He'll be fouled by Eli Guthrie and go to the line to shoot 2. So it'll be Eli's second foul.
Again, they just missed an easy layup, but they got the rebound.
So Hess at the line to shoot 2. He eyes the first one, and it's no good.
This little trap they're doing is giving us problems.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
And they've missed a ton of free throws, too. Not only layups, but free throws. Hess' second one is on the way, and it's good. 20-17 now. We're down to a minute and a half to go here in the first half.
We need a bucket.
Yancey, baseline to Caleb Jones. Back to Yancey. Yancey to Caleb. Now to Cade. Cade now with it. Drives down the middle. Pulls up for a 15-footer. No good.
Oh, it's all
Get another foul.
Oh, my goodness.
That's 3, okay.
Yeah.
Another foul on Cade Jones will be his third for the
I'd take him out right here.
That put them in the bonus.
Yes, that puts them in the bonus. As Branson White set the check back in, he'll replace Cade Jones.
We're going to need KT and Yancey to step up right here.
Yep. So Bishop at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. The first one's up and good. It cuts the lead to 2. As number 11, Chase Hebert checks in and replaces Ben Burkhouse. Bishop's second one is also good. It's down to a 1-point lead for the Musketeers. Down to a minute 15. Caleb Jones back to Temple. Temple up ahead now to Yancey. Yancey drives it down to the baseline. It's trapped. Back out to KT. Now goes left side to Branson. Branson back to Caden Temple. Now to Yancey Edlin. Temple. Cross court now to Caleb Jones. We got to get some movement when that ball gets skipped like that. We have to get some movement across the lane here. Caleb now. Back to Branson. Down to 45.
Oh! Ball hit this guy's made about 3 or 4 bad calls now.
The turnover Musketeers back to the Commodores and the shot to take the lead here.
I mean, Yancey bounced it off his leg.
I thought Yancey did bounce it off his leg, yeah.
Now the Commodores. 30 seconds left here in the first half. Mitchell dribbling it out top here. He's got down to 20. Still dribbling it. Probably get something started here with about 10 seconds. Down to 13 seconds. Mitchell down to 10. Now to Hess on the left wing. Back out top to Hobart. Right side now to Hahi. Now off to Hess. Hess at the top of the key. Pulls up for the 18-footer. No good. Woo! And that brings us to the end of the first half with a score. The Musketeers on top of Perry Central 20-19. We'll step away, hear word from our sponsors. I'll be back with you in just a moment with first half comments from Holly and Shane and some stats from Holly also. You're listening to Sectional 46 out of Tell City and Musketeer basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Paul, sectional week as we speak. One of the greatest weeks of the entire year. We had a great girls' championship, wrestling championship, swimming, diving. What a fantastic time of year for you and everybody involved in high school sports in our state.
Well, it is, Bob. And, it's just, it's so much. I'm just so happy and proud of our schools and our student athletes and our families and our supporters because, we've been out and we've had some great championships. And, people are so appreciative of the opportunity to be back, as we've talked before. But, man, it's just been a lot of fun. And the crowds are electric this year.
Well, they seem to be. They seem to have been electric throughout most of the year, and especially now at this week. Let's go back to last Saturday. 4 great championships played at Gamebridge Fieldhouse for the girls' championships. And, I thought with the exception of maybe the 3A game, he had some very, very competitive and exciting championships.
No, that's exactly right. Those 2 morning games, you didn't know who was going to win it. They were back and forth, and one team would get a 3 or 4 point lead, and then the other team would come storming back. And it's just what you want state championship basketball to be. And, you know, Silver Creek ran into a team that's got legitimately 7 or 8 Division I student athletes on it right now out of South Bend, Washington, and they were on Saturday. They played really well defensively. They were so long up front; it was just hard to get the ball penetrated past them to the basket. But yeah, they were incredible games. We saw a 42-point effort in the night game from Noblesville Phenom. So it was a great weekend.
What's also great is you see a team like Tecumseh come in for the first time ever and walk out with the championship. And those are the stories that I think make a lot of people happy about the boys and girls state championships.
It does. It just adds one more chapter to that storybook called Indiana High School Basketball. And there's so many chapters of just great experiences and games and first-time experiences. Tecumseh gets to write their chapter this year.
All right, sectional week, you've been through it as a player, as an administrator, as a coach, in my estimation. Nothing better than sectional week heading towards Saturday for the championship.
It is. It's what you work for. You know, we started this back in November on the boys' side, and everybody was undefeated before we played that first week in the competition. And some teams have come through this year with what they thought the result would be. And other teams have struggled a little bit, but we started over last night. And every team had a chance to come back to the gym with a tournament team, and their records are 0-0 at that point. And then they're going to see how well they can put it together to make a run to the home of the Pacers and Fever game is built out.
Well, it'll be an exciting week. I mean, it always is. Upsets seem to be the rule rather than the exception as you head through sectional week. And there have been some tremendous games played, and we know they'll continue to be that way throughout this weekend.
They will. Tonight I'm going to jump in the car and I'm going to run down to the Spartans Bowl in Connorsville and watch that Connorsville versus Greensburg matchup. And I just talked to the AD a minute ago, and there's not a ticket to be had. I mean, people are coming out in groves to fill that gym, and I can't wait for the atmosphere of that game. But that's going to go on in 64 different places around the state this next week, and that's what, again, it's just special. As they say, we grow basketball here.
Couldn't say it any better. He is the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things related to high school basketball in our state. Commissioner, have a safe trip. Enjoy the week. I look forward to our conversation next week.
Every week, Coach, and thank you for your promotion of high school sports across this great state.
Thanks for the kind words. You're welcome very much. That's Paul Neidig, and this is our weekly conversation with him about the IHSAA. Be safe. Sportsmanship is the key this weekend for high school basketball. We'll talk to you next weekend.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, welcome back here to Tell City High School. Halftime of this first semifinal game. Got a good one here. Musketeers on top of the Perry Central Commodores, 20-19. Got about 4.5 minutes left before the second half starts here. Shane, give me some thoughts on that first half, buddy.
Well, you know, I think the difference in the game, which kind of changed the game a little bit there, was that little half-court trap they were doing. You know, kind of got us out of our rhythm. You know, we didn't score much out of that. So we need to, just attack it. Right now we're just passing. We need to, especially on ball reversal, we need to attack the basket on ball reversal on that. Defensively, we got rebounds. You know, we're too many second chance points and sending them to the foul line. So, I think that's my 2 pointers anyway.
Holly?
That half-court trap was really giving us some trouble right now. They spread us out, and like you said earlier, Wes, that whoever's in the paint, they need to get across there quickly, and they're going to get open shots. We should get layups off of that.
Yeah.
So they got to notice that, and then, like Shane said, we got to rebound the stinking ball on both ends.
lot of their free throws that they've got tonight have been off the second chance rebounds and offensive rebounds there. You know, Hess is doing a nice job of getting in the lane, and that, you know, we got to pay attention to him, and I think guys are paying attention to him and losing their own men, and we're getting up offensive rebounds. But, you know, another one of the keys of the game is, you know, it's Cade Jones picking up his third foul there late in the game. You know, he's got to be careful here to start this second half here, not pick up a quick fourth foul. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is Jacob Cherry has got to be a problem for Perry Central in this second half here. I mean, he's got to be a point of emphasis. We said it when we come on here. We got to look for him to get the basketball, and on the other hand, he's got to work hard to get the basketball too. You know, they're gonna beat on him. It ain't nothing going to change between now and the beginning of the year. They're going to battle him. They're going to push him, and 9 times out of 10, he's not going to get those calls because he is 6'10". But you know, and I'm sure Coach Prim will address that, and he addressed this half-court trap that Perry Central put on us here in the second quarter. But we're going to have to figure out something there. But the ball reversals is the biggest thing. Shane, you touched on it earlier with Jacob, but also on the skip passes, we got to get some movement to the opposite side of the lane when that ball, as the ball's being skipped. We can't wait until the ball gets there and then make your move across the lane there.
And usually that's going to be either you know, KT, you know, Caleb, or you know, Yancey. Because right now, I mean, they're going to key on Jacob, and they're going to key on Kate. So them three guys need to look to attack the basket.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to have to make the, you know, Perry Central guard them, and that's going to open it up maybe for Cade or, you know, Cherry. So, you know, them three, they've got to step up. They've got to knock down some shots here. And I think if they do, it's going to be difficult for Perry Central, you know, to stop them.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier when it's a one-man offensive arsenal, which that's not a hit towards Cade.
No,
he's done a great job of keeping us in the ball game. You know, he scored when he's needed to, but we got to get more guys that's got to be offensive minded down here.
That help. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've missed a point somewhere, guys. Sorry, Mikey.
Well, you can run through those stats that you got right now.
Branson White has 4 rebounds and 1 foul. Kate Jones has 3 rebounds, 10, maybe 11 points, and 3 fouls. Caleb Jones, 2 points. Jacob Cherry, 2 rebounds, 2 points, and a block, 2 fouls. Yancey Edlin, 2 rebounds, 2 points, and Eli Guthrie, 3 points and 2 fouls.
Thank you for that, Holly.
I've missed a point. Who shot 1 free throw? Was one of them a 3 that I marked down as a 2?
I'm not sure. I'm not the statistician.
Apparently, I'm not either.
Well, it will be Perry Central's basketball to start this second half. They'll go back with their starters in Hess, Mitchell, Etienne, Bishop, and Edwards, as the Musketeers will go back with their starting 5 also. Cade Jones, Caleb Jones, Jacob Cherry, Cade Temple, and Yancey Edlin. It'll be Perry Central basketball to start this second half. So I think for both teams, this first 4 minutes of this third quarter is big for both teams here.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I say we push it a little bit more.
Here we go. Etienne, right side now to Mitchell. Mitchell drives the baseline, shot fake, off glass, and got it.
They know Jones can't foul.
Perry Central with their first lead of the ball game, 21-20. Edlin, back to Caden Temple. Ball slips out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Musketeers. Yancey Edlin triggered in for the Musketeers. He'll get it into Caden Temple. Perry Central still in this half-court trap. Ball stolen away by Hess. Dumps it down to Mitchell. Off the glass, no good.
So his back. He's still on his back. They're going to call jump ball.
Wow.
I mean, what do you got to do?
I don't know.
I don't know how much more KT can block out. And it's the same referee. It's, called this last few bad calls.
Up ahead now to Cade Jones. Cross court now to Caleb. Back to Yancey. Yancey drives down the middle. Kicks it over to Cade Jones. Jones, shot fake. Dumps it down to Yancey. Yancey spins. Shot fake. Back to Caden Temple.
We got to
Temple
look
out top
for
again.
Yeah, we're not even looking to shoot the ball.
Here's Kate Jones for a three. No good. Rebounded out of there by Mitchell. Now I look for Perry Central to be really, really patient now, especially with a 1-point lead, 21-20. We're 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. NTN with it out top.
We're going to a 2-3 zone here.
zone, I see.
Mitchell with it.
Oh, my God.
Down to Hess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. It looked like he was trying to block Jacob out, but
What gets me is he's throwing his hands up like what I did. Well, he basically took Jacob's legs out. I mean, he grabbed him around the legs and pushed. I mean, you can't do that.
Well, you guys, here's Kate Jones. Cross court now to Caleb Jones. Jones for three. No good.
got it. Oh, rebound. Good
Offensive
job.
rebound by Caleb. Now here's Kate. Kate shot fake. 15-footer. Dumps it down to Jacob Cherry. Off the glass and got it.
Perfect.
But down here on this end, what I think he's trying to do, Shane and Holly, is when they saw their player going to the basket, they're trying to root Jacob out of there.
I see. Well, you can't do it like that, though.
Musketeers back on top, 22-21 with 6 minutes to go here in the third. Mitchell with it, looking inside. Now it goes down low to Hess. Hess on the baseline. Cross court now. Oh, close to travel there. Here's NTN. Dumps it down to Edwards off the glass, and he got it.
Too easy.
Well, again, they know Kate can't foul.
23-22. Here's Yancey. Up, off the glass,
Oh,
and got it.
nice.
Good move, Nancy.
I thought he was going to call a charging foul
I
on it.
thought he was, too.
Well, as Edlin lays it off the glass for two and gets fouled and go to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play here, puts the Musketeers back up by one. Yancey eyes the free throw. It's up and good. 25-23. Musketeers back on top. 5:39 to go here in the third quarter. Hess going to walk it across. Left side now to NTN. Back out top to Mitchell. Right side to Bishop. Over the top.
Oh.
Ball stolen away. We read that pretty good there, guys.
Yeah, that was good.
Here's Yancey to Caleb.
Caleb got it
drives in
down.
the middle.
You know, you had Cherry wide open there under the basket.
Here's Cade. Right side to KT. Back out top to Cade. Cade drives it. Pulls up a 15-footer. No good. Rebound to Jacob Cherry. Up. No good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
This one official, he's one of the ones blowing the whistle
I know.
right now.
So Jacob at the line with 5:03 to go in the third. Two shots coming to him. Musketeers on top, 25-23. First one is up and good.
I think every time down the floor we have to look at Jacob.
We do.
I mean, that's too big an advantage not to take an advantage of.
Jacob with one more. It's up and good.
4 points for him this quarter.
27-23. Musketeers with 5 minutes to go. And Jacob's got a little bit more active, too.
Yeah.
It looks like in the second half here.
Yes.
Bishop. Right side to Mitchell. Mitchell with it now, looking. Back out top to NTN.
It looks like they're a little confused with his zone.
I don't think they want to be in no big hurry, to be honest with you.
No.
Here's Mitchell. NTN, back to Mitchell.
They really want to try to take it to Kate's side.
NTN, they get it into Hess. Hess loses the handle. We're going to get a timeout by Perry Central. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll step away here, word from our sponsors real quick. Be back to you. Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey guys, it's Jalen Hoare. March Madness has begun here at John Jones Auto Group. We're ready to jump in a spring with a fast break down the court. Here to assist you get an on-fire deal, one that you can take right to the basket. No fouls here. We have over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles that would be a huge score. Doing business at John Jones just feels right. Almost as good as watching your favorite team win that buzzer beater three-pointer. We put the ball in your court. Give us a call at 877-473-5546 and check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
Be sure.
All right, welcome back. Here's Perry Central now. Out top now to Bishop.
You know, we're in the zone, and we're going to need to do a good job of communicating where everybody is on the floor.
So, you know how hard it is to rebound out of a zone anyway.
Exactly. And they keep running people through the lane there, and that's what we're supposed to do.
There's the
Good
ball.
job there.
Ball stolen away by the Musketeers. We're under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Musketeers trying to build
Right
on
there.
the 4-point lead.
Give it to
Got to throw it in there to him. There it is. Going to him. There's Jacob. He'll be fouled. That better angle is from the wing right
It
here.
was, but at least we got it down there and he was able to pick up the foul. And that's what we got to do, because he gets it down that low. I mean, still going to have to foul him.
Yep.
If they double team, we can kick it out. We're just going to go up and score.
Ball comes into Cherry. Cherry shot fake. Spins. Back. Shots up. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Hess. And he gathers it back up and gives it off the empty end. Perry Central now. Left side to Mitchell. Back out top to Hess. Right side to empty end. Here's a long three. No good. Rebounded out of there by Jacob Cherry. Bishop with a missed shot. Cade Temple. Here's Jones. Shot fake. Pulls up for 15-footer. Blocked out of bounds by Hess and will stay with the Musketeers.
A lot of arm there.
Yeah. You don't see Cade get a shot blocked very often.
You don't.
Temple. Looking. Gets it in to Cade Jones. Jones on the left baseline. Here's Yancey. Over the top to Jacob. Jacob. No good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. That's a foul, yeah.
That's a foul. Yeah. Well, they were almost taking his feet out as he caught the ball.
So Jacob Cherry at the line for two more here.
That's 44's third for Perry Central.
His first free throws up and good.
And that's another advantage of going to Jacob. He doesn't draw fouls on them big guys.
And he's a great free throw shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, Jacob eyes the second one. It's on the way, and it's no good. I jinxed him.
Dang.
Knew it's coming.
28-23, Musketeers on top. We're under 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Left side to Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles it back out top, goes to Bishop. Now right side to Etienne. High post now to Hess. Hess dribbles in the middle of the lane, shoves off.
Oh!
Yeah, they called it.
They did call him. They caught him that time.
Yep. Thought he was going to get away with it. Second.
That's Hess's second as Caleb Jones checks out. Branson White replaces him. Musketeer basketball again. Holding on to this 5-point lead to Jacob. Cross court to Yancey. Yancey drives in the middle. Dumps it down to Jacob. Three off the glass. Wow.
Job.
A little reverse layup
Oh,
there by
that was
Jacob. Very smooth.
He's got good touch, you know.
He does, yeah. He's worked hard, to get better and get better, feet.
30-23 now. NTN. Now Bishop. Bishop to Hess. Dumps it down. Ball stolen away by Yancey Edlin.
Well, they tackled him, too.
Oh, man. They're letting him play a minute.
So Mitchell comes up with it for Perry Central. Edwards with it. Back to Mitchell. Now Edwards. He loses it out of bounds.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Especially after Yancey got tackled.
A bucket right here by the Musketeers. That stays the time for Perry Central.
Yeah.
I mean,
We need to be a little patient here and get a good shot.
Patience just left the door.
Or not.
Jones, no good.
Yeah, a little rush there, I'd say. Especially this part of the game. I mean, scoring time right now.
Kate understands that shot, how big it was. He wanted to take it because
I know.
that's been a backbreaker for him, I believe. Here's Head on the baseline, up off the glass, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
That's on Jacob Cherry. That's his third.
Eli Guthrie set the check back in for him after the first free throw here by Head.
That's a foul, Jacob. Just need to let them have it.
Yeah.
You're more important to stay in the ball game than block that shot.
Hess's first one is good. You're exactly right, Shane. I mean, this will probably be, you probably won't see Jacob again for the next minute 30, I would think.
No.
As Hubert checks in, he replaces Edwards. Hess with one more to try to cut this to a 5-point lead by the Musketeers. Second one is up and good. 30-25 now with a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Yancey Edlin across the timeline over to Kate Jones. Jones drives baseline, kicks the far side to Branson White for a three. No good.
Then you got Branson just come in the ball game. You might need to get a little more legs under him before you're taking that shot.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably the one Coach Dribble was looking for.
No.
NPN. Bishop now out top, back to NPN on the right side. Bishop to Mitchell, back out top to Bishop to Mitchell. Mitchell with it, off NPN, dumps it down low, off the glass. Good.
Oh.
Caden Temple, ball spot for, and Commodores come out there with it again. Here's Hess. Hess thought about a three to Bishop. Now Mitchell. We're down to 40 seconds.
I hear that peaking crowd.
Down to 27. It's a big stop here for the Musketeers.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Got to get a stop right here. Down to 18. Mitchell still dribbling. Now he'll go with 10. Right side to NPN. Out top to Hess. Cross court, high post. Bishop shot. No good. Rebounded by Hess. Shot at the buzzer. No good. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter.
Whew, got lucky there.
Musketeers on top, 30-25. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back with you in just a moment to bring you fourth quarter action here from Tell City and Sectional 46. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball, WSLM, out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey guys, it's Jalen Hoare. March Madness has begun here at John Jones Auto Group. We're ready to jump in a spring with a fast break down the court. Here to assist you get an on-fire deal, one that you can take right to the basket. No fouls here. We have over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles that would be a huge score. Doing business at John Jones just feels right. Almost as good as watching your favorite team win that buzzer beater three-pointer. We put the ball in your court. Give us a call at 877-473-5546 and check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
Be sure and check out all the John Jones locations for sales and service in Salem, Scottsburg, Corydon, and Greenville. You see so many because they paid so little.
Welcome back to Tell City High School here. Sectional 46, start of the fourth quarter here. Musketeers on top of the Perry Central Commodores, 30-25. On the floor for the Musketeers is Edlin, Caden Temple, Branson White, Kate Jones, and Eli Guthrie. Be Perry Central basketball to start this fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell with it. Out top now to Bishop. Bishop, left side to NPN. He'll let three go. No good. Rebounded out there by Kate Jones. Caden Temple on the baseline. Cross court to Yancey. Now Branson. Branson thought about a three. Didn't get it. Now drives to the basket. Dumps it down to Caden Temple. Temple goes up with it and be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. That's a good decision by Branson White right there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to shoot that.
Yep.
No, he did a good job there.
That's a fourth foul on Edwards.
That's big.
Yeah.
That'll take away one of the big guys, and we need to attack that. I see so many times where coaches don't attack that.
Yep. Temple's first free throw is good. It's out to a 6-point game lead for the Musketeers. as Hahi will check in and replace NTN. Excuse me, he will replace Edwards. It's going to take a seat with 4 fouls here. Temple has one more coming to him. Try to push this out to the 7-point lead. Free throw is up and no good.
Oh, brain surprise. Oh, booey.
You could call a foul right there too, but
they're not going to call that. You know that.
we just it doesn't seem like we can get a handle on the basketball. Every 50-50 ball tonight, it seems like Perry Central's come up with it. And 31-25 with 7.5 to go here in the contest. Bishop now. NTN on the left wing. He'll dribble it back out top. Looking for Bishop. Now goes across court to Hahi. Now back to NTN. He'll drive the middle. Kick it over here to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing. Back out top to Hahi. NTN drives the middle. Back to Hahi. Left side out of bounds as they tried to go to Hess on the baseline. They throw it out of bounds. It'll be back over to the Musketeers. I think you're going to see Jacob real quick here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I was coach. Nobody's guarding Eli right now.
Here's Yancey. Baseline to Cade Jones. Jones looking. Drives the middle. Pulls up. Cross court now to Cade Temple for 3. No good. Rebounded by Eli Guthrie. He goes back off the glass and got it. That's big what I'm talking about.
Big time rebound by Eli.
Keep smiling, boys.
33-25. Musketeers on top. 6.5 to go. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell looking. NTN, left side to Hahi. Hahi looking back up top now to Mitchell. Right side to NTN. Now Hahi out top with it. Looking back to NTN. He thought about a 3. Now he'll dribble back out, set the offense up again. Here's Mitchell with it. Now to Hahi. Drives. Kicked it off to NTN for 3. No good.
Oh.
Rebounded out there.
Oh.
Yes. That's got to be a foul there. And I don't know what this coach is complaining about. I mean, you can't tackle him.
He fell on him.
And that will send Temple to the line for a 1-and-1.
That's Hess's third.
Yeah. And that's like second time KT's been tackled this game.
Oh, yeah. That's 8-1 on the fouls. I'll take it.
Yeah.
If you're a Perry Central fan, I'm sure you wouldn't. But roles were kind of reversed there in the first half, though, you know.
It was. It wasn't.
And we slept back into that zone.
Yep.
So we're going to...
No, I mean, it's evened out now. I mean, because we picked up a lot of fouls that first half, so he really didn't have anything to complain about too much.
Temple hits the first free throw to push it out to a 9-point lead. One more coming to him. It's on the way, and it's good. 35-25 now. 6 minutes to go.
Big time for Perry Central. If we can get a stop and get another, I mean, you know, get another bucket here.
I agree with you, saying you stop here in another bucket, I think you get a timeout.
Yeah.
There's NTN. He'll drive middle. Loses the handle. Now they're going to get Temple for a foul.
He just tried to nudge over there.
Got off his feet a little bit.
Yeah. He had a little smile on his face.
Yeah.
Well, that's Caden Temple's first, team second here. Perry Central basketball. Over to the corner. Here's Mitchell with a 3, and he got it. Timeout, Perry Central. It'll be a full timeout. Score 35-28. Musketeers on top of 5:46 to go. So we'll step away here. Another word from our sponsors. We'll be back to you in just a moment. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, this is Taylor from John Jones Auto Group. We have some amazing deals this month at all of our GM service centers. This month, there are mail-in rebates on most all basic maintenance items, including batteries, engine air filters, cabin air filters, and brakes. So hurry in, the special ends February 28th. Call us at 1-800-473-5546 or come see us at any of our 3 GM locations in Salem, Scottsburg, or Corbin.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Yo. Welcome back to Tell City High School. 5:46 to go in this contest, guys. 35-28. Musketeers on top. Perry Central just cut that 10-point lead down with a three-pointer that they desperately needed. I think good shot by them, keep them in this ball game. But Musketeers looking for a response here as Jacob Cherry is checked back into the ball game to replace Eli Guthrie.
I figure Perry might pick up full court here, but now it looks like they're going to do a half-court trap. And there's where Cherry comes valuable because he's right there in the middle, and it's easy to hit a 6'10" guy in the middle.
Here's Temple with it. Cross court to Yancey. Back to Temple. Temple cross the timeline. Back to Yancey Edlin. Edlin over to Branson White. Branson down low to Jacob Cherry. Cherry dribbles. Back to Branson. Now Yancey. Yancey drives the middle. Kicks it back out to Branson. Branson will let three go. No good. And we'll get a foul on Yancey Edlin.
Picks up a foul.
Morning position there.
So foul on Yancey Edlin will be his first. Team's third. Perry Central basketball here, looking to cut a little bit more into this lead, 35-28 with 5:15 to go in the contest. NTN with it out top. They'll slide it right now to Mitchell. Back to NTN. Now left side to Bishop. Bishop looking inside. Now drives the baseline, pulls up for an 8-footer, and he got it. 35-30. Cade Jones drives the middle. Cross court to Branson. Branson drives the middle of the court. Back over to Cade Temple. Out top to Cade Jones now. Jones back to Temple. Now to Yancey. Yancey now looking. Dumps it down to Jacob Cherry. Cherry goes to work off the glass. Got no answer. If they can give it to him on the block, guys, there's
Every time
zero
down
answer.
the floor from here on out, we need to look there.
37-30, down to 4.5. And NTN dumps it down. Ball stripped away. Stolen by Cade Temple. Temple on the run now. Goes by Hess. Kicks it out to Cade Jones. Jones drives middle. Out to Yancey Edlin. Edlin down the middle of the lane. To Branson. Now Cade. Dumps it down to Jacob. He got it. Woo! A lot of movement on that one, guys.
Good job, though. I mean, we'll continue to go down as Jacob, and that's what we need to do.
39-30. Bishop. NTN. Here's Hess on the baseline. He'll drive baseline. Go up. Swats away out of Jacob Cherry. Going to call him for a foul. That'll be Jacob's fourth.
But you can almost call 40 for an offensive foul because every time they drive the basket, he is getting in, and he's pretty much as an offensive foul or moving screens. What he's doing, really,
rooting him out.
Yeah.
Hess at the line to shoot two. First one is up, and he rolls it in. Eli Guthrie, Caleb Jones check in for the Musketeers and replace Branson White and Jacob Cherry. Hess with one more. Try to cut this to a 7-point lead. He eyes a free throw. It's on the way and good. 39-32 now with 3:50 to go in the contest. Comes into Cade Temple. Temple now to Caleb Jones. Jones back to Temple. Cross court now to Yancey Edlin. Now here's Cade. Jones, shot fake, pulls up. He'll go line to shoot two.
Man.
This is his first
First point
of the half.
I think you're right.
coming out. Can you knock these down?
According to my stat sheet, if you want to go by that.
Cade 0 for 2 from the line tonight. He steps up. First one is on the way and good. .42. Coles Kellums checked in, and he'll replace Chase Hubert as Jones steps back to the line. One more. It's on the way and good.
Big defensive possession right here.
Yes, it is, Shane. 41-32. 3:38 to go in the contest. NTN across the timeline. Those left side to Mitchell. Now Bishop. Bishop slides back out top to Mitchell. Now right side to NTN.
Got to watch Hess there on baseline. Sorry, Wes.
You're all right. Cross court now to Mitchell. Mitchell hands it off down to Bishop. He'll drive the middle of the lane. Got away with the shove off right there. Here's NTN for a three. No good. Rebounded out there by Cade Jones. He'll get it off to Caden Temple. We have we don't need to be in a hurry right now.
Not at all.
Cross court to Caleb. Caleb Jones now back to Yancey. Yancey splits defenders. Loses a handle. Ball stolen away. Mitchell comes out there with it for the Commodores. To the baseline. Here's a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Mitchell off the glass and got it. 41-34. Musketeers on top by 7. Down to 2.5 minutes. Here's Caleb.
Take the ball. We wait.
Coach Gribble with a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. But we'll keep it here this time.
So those were Cade Jones' first 2 points of the half. Jacob Cherry's got 9 this half.
Well, Jacob is kind of a tale of two halves for our two scores there, kind of like it was at South Central, you know. And but I agree with you. I don't think we want to be in a hurry, but we want to take what they give us. And to Shane's point there, you know, we had a wide open lane to the basket right there. You know, Yancey, back to back out there.
Well, I mean, they're in a trap, and what your friend is on the trap is the sidelines, the corners, and stuff like that. So we get the ball there on the sideline, especially when we have a wide open lane, take it.
Yeah.
Just don't sit there. I know we don't need to get in a hurry, but at the same time, if they're going to give us that, go ahead, take it. I mean, even if we don't shoot the shot and they step up, we can kick it out. We just keep moving it.
I know what you're thinking, Shane. That's the perfect opportunity for a little shuffle pass alley-oop right there.
Yeah.
We need a little rim rocker right now, don't we?
That would be awesome.
We need a little shot right here to keep them going here.
We just can't be complacent with the ball. Even though we're up about 7 with 2.5 minutes to go, we still got to move in. If we get a layup, take it.
Yeah. I agree. It'll be Musketeer basketball here with 2:23 to go in the contest. Holding on to this 7-point lead. We'll get it into Caden Temple. Temple being guarded by NTN. Cross court now to Caleb. Caleb stuck with it down there. Dumps it down to Jacob Cherry. Now back to Cade Jones on the right wing. He'll drive it down the middle. Kicks it over to Caleb Jones. Back cross court to Caden Temple. Temple drives baseline. Out to Caleb. Down the middle. Step through. Off the glass. No good. Perry Central comes up with a rebound. We're under 2 minutes. Here's NTN. Cross court now to Bishop. Bishop step through. Up. No good. Spot 4. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up with it. And got it.
That's on Caleb Jones, I believe. No, KT.
Team's 5th. KT 2nd. And that sends Bishop to the line here to try to complete the three-point play. Cut this to a 4-point game, and he does. 41-37. Go. All comes into Caleb Jones. Jones across the timeline, back to Yancey. Yancey.
Hit the ball in the middle. Dribble to the middle of the floor.
Caleb goes baseline now. Gets cut off. Goes to Yancey. Back out top to Cade Jones. Down to minute 26. Here's Edlin. Edlin on the baseline. Dumps it down to Jacob Cherry. He'll be fouled by Hess, and I believe that's his 4th foul.
Yes.
That'll send Jacob to the line to shoot 2 as we are in the double bonus. Jacob for 2 here. First one's up, ain't good. I believe he's perfect from the line tonight. I don't know.
Missed one.
Oh, yeah, that's when I jinxed him earlier.
Yeah.
I won't jinx him this time.
Good. Because I'm going to throw you off of here. It's a long way down there.
It's a long way down there. Jacob has one more coming to him. It's on the way, and no good. Cade Jones with the rebound. He'll get it out to Caleb Jones. Now Cade Temple. Temple, right side to Yancey. Down to minute 10. Down low, Caleb off the glass. Blocked away. Jacob Cherry with a rebound. No good. Back up. Got it. 44-37. 1 minute to play. NPN carries the basketball out of bounds, and it'll stay with Perry Central. We didn't get any breaks there.
No.
But what a big rebound.
Yes.
You know,
Two of them.
Yeah.
and to be able to stay into there and get that second rebound and go back up with it strong, you know. I mean, Jacobs really played a great second half.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. So, 44-37. We're down to 56 seconds left in the contest. Musketeers in the double bonus. With Perry Central, only 5 team fouls on the Musketeers, so we still have one more foul to give here before we put Perry Central into the 1-and-1.
You know, we got to be strong with the ball coming out this timeout. If we can get a stop here and get a defensive rebound, you know, they're going to go after us. So I'm sure coach is probably really making that an emphasis, you know, be strong with the basketball.
And one thing I've noticed, too, is that they've been laying off Caleb Jones over here on the baseline. I don't think they're going to be able to do that too much longer, especially if they come up empty right here, because it's going to kill too much time off the clock them trying to recover to Caleb. So if we take care of the basketball, we should get some easy looks right here.
Keep the ball in the middle as much as we can. Even if we're wide open here on the weak side of that trap, you know, get that ball in the middle, because it's a lot easier to pass out there than it is on the sideline.
Perry Central basketball underneath their own basket here as Bishop set to trigger it in for the Commodores. Gets the NTN. It's 15-footers, no good. Rebounded out of there by Dylan. Here's Jacob Cherry up with a shot. No good, but he's hammered by NTN, and they'll go to the line to shoot two. Wasn't going to be no dunk on that.
No, he wasn't going to get that
was a little bit behind him. So if he would have got it out in front of him, he might have had a chance. Yeah, they weren't going to give him that.
No, that was going to be hammer time right there. So Jacob at the line to shoot two. First one's up and good. Out to an 8-point lead with 48.7 seconds to go in the contest. Second one by Cherry is also good. 9-point lead here. 48 seconds. Into Hess. Hess. Ball basically was a jump ball up ahead now to Cade Jones. Jones.
We didn't need that. I don't know what Yancey to slow her down. We don't need to be in a hurry. We're up 9.
I know you get into the routine, and you know
you do. I understand. I mean, I'm not. You just got to realize the time on the clock and where we're at.
Perry Central now. Bishop, pulls up for a 15-foot jump shot. No good. Caleb Jones with the rebound. He'll be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two with 29.2 seconds left in the contest. One free throw here, guys, pushes this out to a 4-possession game. It's going to be hard.
It's going to be tough. I think that's Hess's 5th foul.
That will be Hess's 5th. He's a nice player.
He is. He gets down there and does all the dirty work, and, you know, he does a good job.
You know, like you talked about earlier, Shane, I hadn't seen a game on Perry Central all year long, and we don't play them. You know, I know Paoli plays them. They play in the AA conference, but, you know, they got a pretty nice team. I mean, they are very, very disciplined in defense. They play hard. They don't get out of position, and I tell you what, they crash the board as good as any team I've seen.
You know, as much as they lost last year, I think they lost quite a bit as far as seniors, because they had a nice team last year.
Yes,
we just played a really good ball game, but, you know, their coach has done a good job with them this year.
Caleb's first shot is no good. Coach Pribble's trying to talk him into hitting the second one over there from the sideline. Second one is on the way, and he knocks it down. 47-37. Musketeers on top by 10. Here's Mitchell. To the baseline. NTM blocked away by Jacob Terry. He gets his own rebound. Lays it off the glass. Got it. Oh, I'm sorry. He missed that shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. That's the first time I've not been able to tell if the ball went in the basket there or not. But,
well, you kind of got a big backboard basket right in your viewing. You got the basket all the way pulled up here on the side, so it's hard to see that.
NTN at the line to shoot two. First one's up and good. 17 seconds left here in the contest. Musketeers still on top by 9. Indiana tried to cut this thing to an 8-point lead for the Musketeers. He eyes the second one. It's on the way, and it's also good. 47-39. Yancey to trigger it in. Still looking. Gets it in to Cade Jones. Jones. Ball spot 4. He's shoved down. We're going to get a traveling called on Cade Jones after he's tackled by 3 players.
With 11 seconds
With 11 seconds to go, Musketeers still on top by 8. We're going to get a timeout by Perry Central, and it will be a full timeout. So we'll step away here. Word from our sponsors. Be back to you. You're listening to Musketeer basketball on Sectional 46 from Tell City on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Listen up. Papa John's is rolling out their New York-style pizza. The oversized pizza has 8 big foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. Order one today online, your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is $13 for a one-topping pie and is available for purchase until March 13th. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so we're excited to offer consumers this foldable crust favorite made with our fresh, never-frozen dough. Stop in and see our new store manager, Shelby Lehman, today about setting up a fundraiser for your nonprofit event. Also, they're still hiring drivers and inside help. Apply online at harry.com, the HARRI.com. Remember, hot, fresh pizza is just a phone call away, 812-883-3369.
Welcome back to Tell City High School here. 11.1 left in the contest. Musketeers up 47-39 on Perry Central. Be Perry Central basketball with 11 seconds to go. Indiana, right side to Bishop. He'll let 3 go. No good. Rebounded out there by Caleb Jones. Jones is going to be, well, they tried to foul him, didn't even blow their whistle on that one. And we're going to dribble it out here, and that'll be the ball game, folks, as Musketeers come away with the victory tonight over the Perry Central Commodores in semifinal action of Sectional 46. 47-39 is your final score. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors, let Holly get her stats together, and Shane get his comments ready, and if you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Commissioner Neidig, can I have a quick word? Of course, Governor. What can I do for you? Well, I just want to say thank you. For what, sir? For your service. Well, Governor, you're welcome. And you know that I'm incredibly passionate about what we do at the IHSAA. Oh, I do, and I share your passion. Without the IHSAA, we'd be without something incredibly important to our state's culture and to me, the boys and girls basketball state tournaments. Without Hoosier Hysteria, Indiana just wouldn't be Indiana, would it? You're absolutely right, it wouldn't. And after all these years, I still can't seem to prepare myself for the excitement of the tournament. Governor, the only way you could prepare for Hoosier Hysteria is just by getting your ticket. Oh, you know I'll be the first in line. Nobody does basketball like Indiana. This is high school basketball. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Carrie, you know how we like to say that high school sports are the purest form of amateur sports?
Pure spirit, pure sport. That's Indiana High School Athletics.
Well, I learned something the other day that further proves that.
I'm interested. Tell me more, Chris.
Well, we all know what amateur means, but do you know the root of its meaning? It means for the love of.
Wow, you're right. That really does reinforce the idea that high school sports are the purest form of sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Assistant Commissioner Chris Kaufman.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Carrie Rosati.
If you want to watch sports in their purest form, get a ticket and go support your high school sports teams.
Everyone there, from the players and coaches to the fans and officials, they're there simply for the love of the game.
Pure spirit.
Pure sport.
This is pure spirit. This is pure sport. This is your IHSAA.
It's so good to have high school sports fans back in the stands this year, isn't it?
I couldn't agree more. We've missed their cheers, their energy, their spirit, and their support.
When you buy a ticket to high school athletic events, you're not only supporting your school's athletic department, you're also supporting your school's second classroom. That's because the court, the gym, and the pool are where student athletes learn valuable life lessons that will guide them the rest of their lives. From teamwork and time management to responsibility and respect, I'm Brian Lewis, a proud Jasper Wildcat. And I'm Robert Falcon, a South Bend LaSalle Lion. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. We're also both educators, so we know firsthand that high school sports aren't just about winning and losing. They're about learning and growing, too. So, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and support the education of teams in your community.
This is supporting your school. This is supporting your community. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back to Perry Central High School here. The Musketeers come away with the victory here in sectional play over the Perry Central Commodores 47-39. Guys, it wasn't pretty, but like you said, Shane, while we were on break here, survive and advance, and, hopefully come back tomorrow and clean some stuff up, play better than we did tonight. That's all we can do, And kudos to Perry Central. Did a very, very nice job, defensively, have nothing to be ashamed of. I thought they'd come in here tonight and competed as the underdog. I think the spread, John Harrell had it at 14 or 16 points, so they covered that. But, nothing to be ashamed of, but congratulations to our boys and coming out of here with a victory and then marching on here to the championship game tomorrow night. And they'll play either the Tell City or the Paoli Rams, which is getting ready to play in the second game tonight. But give me some comments on your thoughts of this game here tonight, Shane.
I think the two keys in the second half for us, first, Jacob Cherry played a really good second half. And not only he played good, we made a conscious effort to get him the ball there, and it made a big difference. And I think going to that zone there that we did there, they scored off of it a couple times, but I think it gave them a little bit of problem.
Yeah.
Because we moved well on it, and, they tried to run a lot of people through the lane and stuff like that and do some pins and stuff like that. But we did a good job of getting on the other side of that, and not letting them get the ball down the side. So,
Holly?
Yeah, I agree with Shane that I think Perry Central was still very patient, but I think they just didn't know always what to do or where to move to on that zone. So I think that was a good call on moving to the zone in the second half. Again, Jacob Cherry did awesome, and it was good for him too. I mean, he steps up a lot, but he made some big buckets for us there in the paint. Big rebounds. I think I got so excited on his points, on his buckets, I forgot to write down the rebound. Because I only have it for 2, and I know he got more than that.
Well, I thought they had a little trouble with that zone also. They was trying to get Hess on this on the baseline down there, and we did a good job by not. A lot of times when you play zone, and I talked to Garrett all the time about it, he'll get sucked out on that zone and allow those guys to kind of climb in the backside there, and you get burned on it. But the guys did a nice job. Kudos to all the guys there knocking free throws down late. And, for the most part, taking care of the basketball when they were trying to speed us up and turn us over. We had a few turnovers there late, but, they were hacking us, and, we just got to be strong with the basketball. Eli Guthrie, big bucket there in the second half on an offensive rebound put back there was huge for us at that time of the ball game. And Branson White, I thought, give us great minutes tonight. Also, as he, I don't know how many rebounds he had. Holly had him for 4 in the first half. But he, I still say, and I always say, he's probably, as far as an athlete, probably the best athlete we got on the team, in my opinion. He does some good things. But, congratulations again to Coach Fribble and the Eastern Musketeers. And hopefully we can get Coach Fribble up here in the crow's nest with us. But appreciate Holly coming on board with us tonight. Again, hopefully everything's get some good news from Mikey about Chase. Haven't heard much yet from that. So hopefully he's doing okay. And he'll be kicked out of the saddle tomorrow night if Mikey's. I know if he's able to be here, I know he'll be here. So, maybe she'll kick me off and she can take my place.
Take your place? Okay.
We'll see. We'll let the fans decide.
I think I'll be out on that deal.
Well, I have it for 13 for 19 from the free throw line. I think that's off one someplace. Kate Jones ended with 12. Caleb Jones with 3. KT with 3. Jacob Terry with 18. Yancey with 5. And Eli Guthrie with 5.
Was that, how many did Jacob have second half?
He had 2 the first half and 18 total. So 16 the second half.
Pretty good response by the big man there.
Yeah.
You know, and a good response by the rest of the team. You know,
Sure, getting him the ball. Yeah, they was very unselfish getting him the ball.
And some of those, you know, Jacob did a great job by crashing the boards there.
A lot of those were second chance points.
Absolutely. So good crowd here for you know, Paoli always gets a good crowd here. Tell City here, you know, Coach Brown coaching for Tell City here was you know, the early 90s over at Paoli. You know, he kind of run the gauntlet over there at Paoli for a lot of years, and you know, had a lot of success over there. But you know, he would like nothing more than to come in here and knock these Paoli Rams off over here tonight.
That, you know, and you know, he coached. You know, Dusty coaches at Paoli. I mean, I believe that's when they went to the state championship game.
Yes,
he was on that team. And
yep.
I believe
it 2000.
No, I think it was 98 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They went to state champion and he was coaching. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see, you know, you got Tell City here at home.
Yeah. Anything can happen, you know, and we talked about that when we come on with the upset last year on the last second shot by Kate Temple there to push us past Perry Central. You know, we knew that it was going to be a battle there, and they fought us all the way till about the last minute and a half there, where we kind of pulled away there. But as the coaches are starting to look like they're coming out of the locker room here, Coach Bribble, he's going to have to take that jacket off before he climbs these stairs, I think.
He might. Does he know where we're at?
Yeah, he knows. I told him earlier, I said, if you win, you're going to have to climb up there in the crow's nest to see us. And he said, well, if we win, I'll be up there. So I know he knows we're up here. He looks like he's talking to the Tell City guy, probably get some direction on what's going to happen tomorrow night when they get over here. Again, tomorrow night's championship game will be at 7 o'clock start time for this championship ball game. A 7 o'clock start Eastern time, 6 o'clock Central time, as we are in Central time down here at Tell City. So, and the Musketeers again will play the winner of this Paoli Tell City basketball game that's getting ready to come up here in about 18 minutes. So,
Mr. Pribble's already in planning mode, so he's going to skip out on the post-game interview tonight.
Okay. Thank you for Coach Churchman coming up here and telling us that. Any last-minute comments from you guys before we send it back to the station?
No, I mean, good ball game. I mean, we come out and really put together the last, you know, played good, you know, second half. You know, like I said, we're talking about, you know, surviving advance and get ready for tomorrow night.
Ollie?
Yep, let's go tomorrow night and work hard and maybe get a little stronger with the basketball tomorrow night. I don't know. I mean, depending on who we play. If we play Paoli, they're going to be out for us. We don't play Tell City during the season, but, you know.
Well, you know, another thing, too, the listeners out there, you know, anybody that can get down here, I know it's a long drive. It's probably an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes away here. And so, you know, if you get a chance to come down here and support these kids and hopefully come away with a victory here. I know it's been 2015 the last time, you know, we come away, cut the nets down at Sectional the last time. And so hopefully we can get the fire trucks fired up tomorrow night, come out of here with a victory, Shane. And anybody that's listening out there gets a chance to come down and watch this team play. Neat place, neat old gym here. They've done a good, fantastic job hosting this sectional. As Coach Pribble is on his way up, he is going to chat with us for just a moment here. So we'll wait on him to get here. $7 o'clock start for this championship ball game. as Coach Gribble did make it up to the Crow's
Long way up there.
Long way up here, Coach, to the Crow's Nest, isn't it?
It's a nice view. You can already see if a made basket happens from my seat. I got a rim block and rim block over here.
Coach, congratulations. We won't keep you long. We know you got a long day, a long night ahead of you getting home and then planning for tomorrow night's game. But again, congratulations on the win tonight, getting to the sectional championship. Just talk about your team and your effort tonight and things you took away from this ball game.
Well, I felt like we got tougher. They're a physical team. I felt like they were aggressive. And I mean, they put pressure on us to be tougher than what I think our guys maybe are built for. I think we're more skilled than a lot of teams, but I think we're physically, toughness-wise, we're not as strong and physical and tough as some other teams. So we know that's a challenge for us that we have to overcome quite a bit. And, I think we did a good job of that tonight.
Talk about a little bit about Jacob Cherry's response. 2 points in the first half, I think 2 rebounds, and comes out and responds with 16 in the second half, and a lot of those being offensive rebounds, putbacks, or free throws.
He was incredibly active. He was who we needed him to be in that second half. That's something that we need from him every half if we're gonna beat whoever we play tomorrow night, and if we're gonna make it a little bit of a run. But it's a twofold deal. Our guards didn't throw it to him early. Yeah, you got me sounding weird here. No, but our guards didn't throw it to him early, and then I didn't think he was working as hard in the first half as he did in the second half.
Yeah.
So those are just a couple of the issues there. But he responded. Our whole team responded. I felt like we handled the 1-2-2 pressure in the half court. I feel like we handled that better in the second half.
Yeah.
And it was just, I tried to be as composed as I could be in the locker room. I feel like our guys kind of felt that from our coaching staff and came back out and were composed in the second half. But we're much better when our opposite guard fills the high post when the ball gets to the corner. And we weren't doing that in the first half. So we're throwing it down there. And Caleb and Branson Kate is, but Caleb and Branson are in that spot a lot in the corner. Well, they're not our best ball handlers. They can handle it, but they're not our best. So we want to get it to them, and we want them to have passing options. Well, we eliminated the passing option to the middle by not cutting to that spot. So once we got our guards to get there, we could then throw it to Jacob easier, or attack the basket and get a layup, or attack the basket and then kick it out to Kate for a 3, which I don't know if we hit a 3 in the second half. It didn't feel like it. My goodness. But we adjusted well to the things we struggled in the first half. And that's what I like is they were coachable, they were tough. I mean, how do you not love watching a group like that? They just got after it.
Yeah, they did. I thought one of the other keys in the second half was when you switched the zone. Now, I know you probably had to because of foul trouble.
Yeah, foul trouble was the best thing happening at this game.
Yeah, it really was. Talk a little bit about how it seemed like Perry Central just really, was kind of confused at some possessions on when you went to zone.
And their team is much better at getting downhill to the rim. And I did think we did a good job in the first half in our man-to-man of taking that away. But whenever they caught it and we were in a zone and you had 5 guys staring right at you, it made them feel a little uneasy. They had, I don't know how many turnovers they had in the second half. They were just simple passes that were either deflected or they traveled or whatever happened because of that indecision that we kind of put into them because of that zone. So I'd love to say that it's because I'm so brilliant, but I don't think that's the case. I'm happy Kate Jones went over the back. So that way we had to go to the 2-3 zone. So if they could keep messing up the right way, then we were really pretty good.
Yep.
It looked like they were trying to kind of expose that to Coach at the beginning of the second half. They knowing Kate Jones had 3 fouls, they were trying to go to his side a lot there.
Yes.
And I think they got a couple easy buckets, but I thought we adjusted well to that out of that zone and did a good job there. Paoli, Tell City coming up here. I know Paoli's the heavy favorite here. Anything can happen. I know I don't know if you're gonna stay or the team's gonna stay or what, but
I'll stay, but we're gonna send the team back, let them get some sleep. They've seen film on both teams. Our guys do a really good job of watching film.
Any last minute things that you'd like to talk about with this victory tonight?
No, it's not just specifically this game, but it's something our coaches tell our players a lot. But we love this group, not just this group. We love our players, and I don't think I say that maybe publicly enough. But I love each and every one of the guys I get to coach. I'm blessed that I get to do that.
Well, we talked on a little bit on the radio before you got with us, and trying to tell people that are listening to us right now, if they get a chance to come out tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, support this team.
Absolutely. Again, the things we've talked about, you're going to get to watch a team that's tough. You're going to get to watch a team that's unselfish. A team that cares about representing their community. And if you're a part of that community, then yeah, absolutely. Get here and support these guys. You can say, oh, it's a long drive. Well, we're riding it on a bus. So your vehicle can't be more uncomfortable than what we're doing. But no, we appreciate any support we get. But we're looking to show up and win a championship regardless of who's here. But hopefully it feels a little more like a home game than what it did tonight, because that was definitely an away environment.
Yeah, Perry Central did bring a good crowd.
Absolutely. Well, that 10-minute drive.
Exactly. Yeah. That helped a lot.
Anything else for Coach Shane?
No, it was a good game, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Coach, thanks for stopping by and chatting with us again. Congratulations on the victory. Good luck tomorrow night. Hopefully we're talking to you after you cut the nets down, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's Coach Bribble, head coach of the Eastern Musketeers. We thank him for stopping by and chatting with us for a few minutes. We'll get Holly back on here and get ready to send this thing back to the station. You can tell the excitement, Shane, in his voice. He's ready to get. He wished tomorrow, 7 o'clock tomorrow night was here right now. He's ready to get going.
Yeah, I mean, you want to go home and get some rest, but when you wake up, tomorrow morning, you're ready. It's a long day to wait, and like you said, he's ready for it to get here.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get Holly back on there. Holly, any last-minute comments before we send it back to the station?
Yeah, I found my point.
You found your point. Okay.
Kate Jones had 13.
Kate Jones with 13 points.
I found my point.
Thank you for doing that.
Everything up now.
Yes.
So we got, we're going to get ready to send it back to the station. Again, 7 o'clock start time, Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night here from Tell City. We'll play the winner of Pale and Tell City coming up right here. But Musketeers come away with a semifinal victory over the Perry Central Commodores, 47-39. For Wes, Shane, and Holly, you've been listening to Sectional 46 and Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana. We say God bless and good night.